Dan Henry is a digital marketing powerhouse who has built an 8-figure business selling his knowledge online. With an expertise in Facebook advertising and online course creation, I knew that a day with him would normally be $25,000 to $50,000. So when I got a chance to get a day with him for only $10,000, I jumped at the opportunity. It was 2 weeks ago and I've already 5x'd my investment. In this video, I'm going to tell you how. My first biggest aha moment was that I still suck at sales. Even though I've been working to improve my sales skills for a while, Dan is a master, and the way he was able to feed us exactly what to say on the phone was impressive, to say the least. The takeaway here is that we should always be studying sales. It's a practice we should do every day, like brushing our teeth or working out. I truly believe that even 10 to 15 minutes a day of practicing what you're gonna say before you say it could add thousands of dollars to your bottom line. Aha number 2 is that I have a ton of undiscovered leads. In my case, my undiscovered leads live inside of Facebook groups. Every single time I launch, I open a pop-up Facebook group just for my workshop. That means that I have a ton of old Facebook groups full of people who signed up to attend my workshops but have just been hanging out in dead Facebook groups ever since. In the 2 weeks since my day with Dan, I have barely started going through these leads and I have already converted a few into sales. So take a minute and ask yourself, do you have any undiscovered leads anywhere? Aha number 3 was that I need to tweak my offer and raise my prices. Dan actually suggested that I raise the price of my offer to $30,000, which frankly makes me very nervous. But I paid this guy 10 grand to tell me what to do, so I feel like I probably should listen. But in order to get anywhere close to being able to charge that much, I know that I have to create an unbelievably amazing offer that's going to create a massive transformation in people's lives. Brings me to a perspective about offer creation that Dan shared that I really want to share with you. You see, most people go about creating offers wrong. They sit down and they think about what they want to deliver. Maybe it's a certain number of calls or Voxer access or course content. Here's how Dan talks about creating offers. Think about what you would have to do in order to absolutely, for sure, solve the problem for someone. Think about if you only got paid on results and you had to be so certain that your clients would get the promised results in order to get paid. What would you deliver? What would you offer? Figure out everything you would include in order to know that you can get someone from point A to point B. Then you can charge accordingly to fit that. That's not to say that you should only get paid on results or that there won't be people who simply don't do the work. But by approaching your offer creation from the place of, this is what I know would make me completely confident in my offer, it allows you to sell with greater confidence and conviction and charge higher prices because of your level of certainty that your clients will get results. Aha number 4 is don't change too much at once. And if you watch my video on what I did to get to 30K months and what I plan to do to double it this year, you'll see that I had planned a simple funnel for bringing people into my program. The problem with that is it's completely different than the way that I've been bringing people into my program. Over the last several years, I've been able to count on my launch method again and again and again to fill my programs. I don't need to go out and create a new funnel or system. I just need to drive more traffic to the launch events that I'm already hosting that are already filling my programs. And I think this is a really important point for you because I think as business owners, it's very common for us to fall into the trap of thinking we've got to make big sweeping changes in order to get to our next level or our next goal. When in reality, we can grow so much farther, so much faster if we keep things simple and don't change too much at once. Although there is one change I'm going to make, and that's aha number 5, which is to offer financing solutions to my clients. Right now, when someone comes to work with me, I offer a pay in full option and a couple of payment plans, but it's still inaccessible to a lot of people. By working with a financing company, I'm able to offer my clients way more flexibility of payments. In fact, they get to choose their terms and can often spread the payments out far longer than I would be able to by offering them payment plans directly through me. Plus, by working with a financing company, I'll always have the pay in full amount up front, which will give me more cash flow to make the investments I need and make my programs better. The thing that really excites me about offering financing is people who otherwise wouldn't have access to my programs are now able to spread their payments out, get a much lower monthly payment, and get the information and tools and resources they need to reach their goals. Which brings me to my sixth aha, and that is, it is really, truly just a decision. I used to get so frustrated when people would say, just decide to make more money. But the reality is that there's a lot of truth to it. After my day with Dan, he invited me to his $50,000 program. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit freaked out, but I decided to challenge myself. Using the aha moments and the advice from Dan, I decided to see if I could go out and make the money. I'm pretty excited to report that within 2 weeks' time, not only have I generated an extra $50,000, but I see a very clear path to reaching almost 100K by the end of the month. And if you want to know if I'm moving forward with the $50,000 program, you're just gonna have to subscribe and keep watching to find out.